Long time we have been begging and begging and begging for answers from AEW on whether we will ever get Fight Forever 2 or will they give us more for AEW Fight Forever. And we asked Kenny Omega for an answer. He didn't answer us at all, but we have an official response from Tony Khan thanks to the boy Mr. Right Way on YouTube. Make sure y'all check him out. So Tony Khan says AEW does plan on releasing more video games, but that they are currently focused on supporting AEW Fight Forever. Now, this was a crazy statement because previously we did hear from a producer from Ukes, and they said AEW is not thinking about a new game right now. They're trying to keep expanding the roster with their current TV product. And I was like, this guy has to be like speaking out of his neck or is lost in translation. But apparently he was not lying because during this interview, Tony Khan said it was a great first entry with AEW Fight Forever, and people can still play AEW Fight Forever all over the world.
For 2
I
minutes.
think eventually, absolutely, we'll still keep putting out AEW games into the world. Now, let's go ahead and talk about that first, because we were hoping that there was an AEW Fight Forever 2 announced here pretty soon, but it looks like that's not going to happen because as of right now, they are not working on it at all. But Tony Khan did confirm we are like a multimedia company or whatever, so they will be putting out new games in the future. Brian, when do you think we could potentially see a new AEW game, and do you think they would continue using the same engine that we get right now?
2028.
2028? To be completely honest with you, based off of his response, I think you're on to something. Big On, what do you think?
Yeah, probably 3 years. I think like I will say this from that response. I think he really means, hey, for right now we got Fight Forever, and we're gonna keep on adding to that and updating that. But we're also probably gonna have some. I think when Tony says games, he probably also means like mobile games. He means
No,
like
no, no.
art.
The guy specifically asked him console games.
Look, what that is, and that is fine.
He's not really smart, so I
no,
would...
no, no. Tony Khan is smart. He's very media savvy, unlike Triple H, unfortunately. But the one thing I will say is he's definitely like doing the media thing where it's like, oh, let me also like slip this in there because technically I'm not lying when I say like arcade game or whatever. But I do think like probably 3 or 4 years is a realistic timeline for a new AEW game that is like essentially what many people wanted from Fight Forever, which was like a dope wrestling video game. And I'll say this: I'm not a gamer. Y'all know this. That's what I'm not. That's what I don't care about. I have a life unlike these two. But one thing I will say, is like it's a fun Fight Forever is a fun game to pick up and play if you have no reason to really like play a other video game. It's like I'm trying to find something. All right, you play that and you'll put it back. But there's no reason to continue to play. And that is something that they need to really take to heart whenever they make their next wrestling video game. Because like someone like me who's a very casual video gamer, like I need a reason. You gotta grip me. You gotta make sure that I'm able to play that thing when I'm gripped. So anyway, Kenny Bomb.
Big Om's going crazy in here, y'all. But Big Om, I just want you to know this channel was built from the ground up. With gamers, so all of y'all watching this, make sure y'all cook Big Om in the comment section.
I don't care about, bro.
But I will say this: I think 2028 might be a bit late because they already have the engine, so they don't have to build the game from the ground up again. They can just take what they already have and build on top of it. So I think they can actually get something.
Depends on if a developer wants to work on that, bro. There's a lot of developers that don't like to touch on other developers.
They can get the same developer. Ukes apparently. You know what? Let's go ahead and finish this quote by Tony Khan because apparently Ukes is still actually in the race. Tony Khan says, but right now we are fully supporting that and we're excited about it. There's still more wrestlers and exciting things happening in the game and a lot of opportunities in the world of gaming. Now it just sounds like he's running on. Like
can I just say one thing?
What's that?
Y'all are not supporting this game no more, bro. Stop the cap. When was the last time we saw Season Pass?
So it was almost a year ago. But Brian, check this out. The guy at Ukes, again, a producer, what was his name? Takeda Yakazaki. He said that they are still focused on adding more wrestlers to the game and making the roster look like it looks on TV right now. It's been about a year since we've seen an update in AEW Fight Forever, so it's possible they're coming back with a bigger update that's not just adding wrestlers to the game. You know, sometimes like with Mortal Kombat in year 2, they kind of reworked everything in the game, changed the menu, put a new story in there, changed the characters, and changed how a lot of things worked. So if they're looking at doing like an AEW Fight Forever expansion, it could be just more than 3 wrestlers that we get in the pack. They could be adding like 15 wrestlers to the game, new modes, new match types, where it's like a big expansion to Fight Forever and not just the DLC pack.
You get me tingly with that, my boy. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully, 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 my boy, you feel what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, it's you know, it's not confined or anything. It's just like that's what I'm taking from it. If it's taking them so long to release an update, and the producer and the owner is saying there are updates coming to the game, do you think it's possible that it is more than just 2 or 3 wrestlers?
There got to be some they building in the background, bro. Because I remember we said this. I think what they got to do is for their 2-year anniversary, pop out, go crazy. Give us 3 different modes. Give us 15 different wrestlers. If it costs $30, it costs $30, bro. You guys will get my money as long as there's effort put into it. But if y'all plan on selling me 3 wrestlers for $30, bro, y'all could go eat a Frank.
That's what I'm saying. If they pop back out and they say, we got 3 new wrestlers, get Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné, and get Don Callis, all 3 of them. I'm gonna be like, bro, y'all not getting no more money from me from just wrestlers. But if they pop out and give us some type of, I said career mode, you know, just give us a calendar career where we can just run it, get to the end, and get like beat the elite, get that out of here. Give us something like, what was it? SmackDown versus Raw 2008.
You got to fix online, bro.
Got to fix online. Got to add those new match types, because where 2K struggles right now is online with the servers. The servers in AEW Fight Forever actually weren't bad. It just wasn't much to do. The tag team matches didn't work great, but everything else was pretty good online.
Bro, man. If they go and make an online mode, bro, with like a championship mode, where I think it was Lex talking about this, bro. If you get a championship, bro, and you can defend it in AEW Fight Forever, bro, I think that would be tough, bro. They got to do something with the online, because I felt like that's where the game had the most potential till people figured out, oh, I can do leg sweeps and do this and do that to win the match, and it became boring.
That's a good point. So I would say there was a WWE game back in the day. I don't remember which one it was, because I was never really a big online player, where you could like create a belt and you can like put different gyms and stuff in there, and then you could go defend your belt online. Now you earn this money and you spend that money to get these gems and those belts. If you lose it online, you lose it. I think that's actually something pretty good, and it'll make people want to invest time into making these cool belts and defending them. So, I mean, they could cook, man. They just got to do what WWE is not doing, and I think they can deliver. Biggest home.
All I'm going to say is, I'm going to be honest with y'all. If their goal is to make the roster in that game look like the roster they got, they're not off to a good start. These graphics are horrible. Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, you got to brush the graphics up a little bit.
Brushing up is not enough.
They need a brand new Kenny Omega model. I just want to put that out there,
bro. Kenny Omega. Bro, no. Shout out to my man Eddie Kingston. Why they do him like that, bro?
Nah, they got him looking like. He looks great in there now. At first when we saw him, he was bad. I think he looks good in there now.
They made that man. They went all angry edition with that man. It was crazy. But
I mean, that's him, Eddie Kingston in real life. I
want to fight you, Brian. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comment section. Fight Forever 2. Are you excited to see it? What do you want to see out of the latest edition of Fight Forever? Do you want to see it go away completely? Let us know in the comment section. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and most importantly, kiss that ring.